Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you an easy recipe on how to make homemade buñuelos. Alright guys, so down here in South Texas, what a buñuelo is something that we do during the Christmas and the New Year holidays. It's like a sweet treat that it's very easy to make by using a couple of ingredients. First thing you want to get yourself are some tortillas that are uncooked. You can buy them, you can make these yourself, but apparently if you can make tortillas, you probably know how to make buñuelos. This is an easy way to do these. You can buy these already made, uncooked tortillas. You need some sugar, you need some cinnamon, and some oil. Alright, so first things first, you want to go ahead and heat up your oil. So the amount of oil you want to put in the pan is enough to where the tortilla will be floating in the oil, not touching the bottom part. So it's going to take some oil. I would say at least a quarter of an inch to a half an inch of oil. This gives it a good depth to it. Then you want to turn this on. Don't turn on high necessarily. On high, I would go to medium because then your oil will start to burn. You want to turn this on while you prepare your tortillas. Depending on how many you're going to make, you want to pull out the amount. Let's say you're going to start off with like 4 or 5 of these. What you do is, you get one of these tortillas, you get a fork or a knife, something. And what you want to do here is you want to go ahead and start stabbing it, making some holes, because what's going to happen is that you're going to put this in the oil, and you need to let some of that oil go through the tortilla so it doesn't bubble up on you. So there's no real right or wrong way of doing this. It's just making holes, kind of like little vents. All right. You can see it got some vents there. Just go ahead and continue doing with the for the amount of tortillas that you're going to make. So I got my 5 tortillas already made. The next step is to go ahead and put them in the oil. But before you do that, you want to create a little concoction. Now there is no specific measurement on this. You want to put some sugar in a bowl. I would say about half a cup's worth. And then the cinnamon is going to be to your liking. If you like it more of a cinnamon type of flavor, you would add more. If you want less, you would add less. So you just kind of drizzle it in there. Mix it. Just a little bit more. You want to get like a little soft tone of brown to it. Just a little bit more. There. If you accidentally add too much cinnamon and you want to dilute it a little bit, just add a little bit more sugar. So like I said, there's no measurements here. Those are the best recipes, the ones that you kind of go by feel. So now I have, this is what's going to go on the tortilla once it's done, on the buñuelo once it's done. So I'm going to set this aside. Alright, so one last thing, these are going to be a serving size, which would be 1 tortilla, but if you're going to use this as a, I guess you would call this finger food, or you want to have them as little snacks as you're waiting for the main course to come out. The other thing you can do is, if you would like, you can cut these like if they were chips. So you just kind of cut them down the middle, like pizza. And you can either leave them this size, or you can go one more and go to this size. I personally like this if it's just you and a couple of your family members, but if you're going to be throwing a small party, maybe these would probably be a better choice for you. Just kind of cut them into like pizza size little slices. Alright, so now that my oil is up to temp, it's at the right temperature, You gotta have everything ready. This is gonna go pretty fast. Essentially what you're doing is you're gonna deep fry your tortilla to make it a buñuelo. As soon as you pull it out, you need to be ready to put some of your sugar over the, let me turn the fan on. Put some sugar over the finished product, and it is recommended that you eat it as pretty much as soon as you can. All right, as soon as it comes out, the warmer the better. But let me show you how this works. We're just gonna kind of let it go in. Just gonna deep fry, turn it. You don't want to leave it in there too long because it'll start to burn on you. Looking at about 5-6 seconds tops. See, that's a perfect size right there, perfect color. All right, so that's what you're looking for in a buñuelo as far as the color is concerned. You want to drain as much of the hot oil as possible. Move it over to a plate. Get some of your concoction of sugar and cinnamon and just sprinkle it over. Don't worry if it's too much, it will just kind of come off. So you just kind of tap it, sprinkle, sprinkle, and that's it. This is how you make a homemade buñuelo using some very, very easy recipes. From here, your next step was just to eat it and enjoy it. Wow. There's some good stuff right there. Now, if you decide to do the little slices, throw those in there. I wouldn't put too many at a time because you'll lose track of. You can start seeing it brown already. Flip it. I mean, it's fast. Don't leave these by themselves. Ah! Pull them out. See how he's got a little darker? I left them in there too long, and that's because the temperature is not that high. Now that I have them on my plate, all we do now is we just add a little bit of that sugar over it. Flip them around. And then you enjoy. Oh yeah. Alright, I'm going to continue finishing. I'm going to finish the rest of my buñuelos, but this has been the Smoking Beard. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Notice how I just flipped it within the first 3 to 4 seconds. You don't want to get that burnt end. Flip it again. Please check out my other videos. I do have other videos, especially specializing in smoking meats. Please check out my other videos, and thank you for watching, guys. Just gonna put this one over. Just gonna put this one over the other one because it's extra sugar and cinnamon. Just kind of sprinkle it on. The reason you want to go ahead and pour the sugar right away is because the oil is still hot, and that'll allow the sugar to stick to the buñuelo bitter. It's real important that once you're ready to do this, you're ready. You're not going to let it be on its own because it will burn on you. As you can see, I mean, you're talking about you have seconds to make the decision on when you're going to flip them or not. This is a Christmas tradition, a New Year's tradition here, at least here down in the valley. We do this a lot here in Texas. I've seen these sold. If you're from the valley, I mean, if you're from Texas, you know for sure HEB has them. Maybe your local bakeries might have them. But if you want to bring a little bit of a different spice to your holiday party, to your something different, something easy to make, these are very, very easy to make and very inexpensive. The bag of tortillas probably cost me about $1.50. Of course, the sugar, The cinnamon doesn't really cost too much, and just the oil. So I mean, you can make 20, 30, 40 of these for like less than $5, $6. You might even be able to start your own little business there. If you do, please send the proceeds to me. A little bit, 5%, that's all I ask. 5% stake in your company. And let me know how they come out. Please comment on the bottom. Let me know how these come out for you. If it's the first time you've ever tried them, try them. I mean, it's a very inexpensive experiment that you can try. A recipe that you can try at home. That's not going to set you back a lot, and it's something different if you're not used to stuff like this. But I already said it once, but I'll say it again. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.